Hey everybody, this is Michael with DriveOz.com, and today I'm going to show you the DriveOz payment calculator. So here is your main dashboard for the payment calculator. As you can see, you have all makes here from A to Z in alphabetical order. One of the most amazing parts of this tool is our car search filter up here on top. So we can literally search for any make or model right here using these powerful drop-down menus and find the vehicle that we're looking to get a quote on. Another cool feature that we have here is, let's say you have a client that's looking for a 7-passenger SUV and they're looking to spend between $300 to $400. You simply input it here in the price section, $300 to $400, and it'll filter out every single vehicle on the market that's between $300 to $400 that is a 7-passenger. Now we can go ahead and do the same thing and change that to a minivan, and then uncheck 7-passenger. And now we have all the minivans. And you can also combine the two. And now we have a whole list of vehicles right there at your fingertips that are between $300 and $400 that are 7 passengers or minivans. The reason why this tool is so powerful is, think about how long it would take your client to figure out which minivans or SUVs, 7-passenger SUVs, are within their budget between $300 to $400 without you. They would literally have to get in their cars and drive from dealership to dealership just to figure out, which vehicles they like and to figure out which ones are actually in their price point. And that means that they can go into a dealership, go for a test drive, spend an hour with the dealer, maybe even 2-3 hours sometimes, and then they realize that they're not even at the right price point. They might be looking at a $600 a month car. And they don't know, because you don't know until after you sit down with the salesperson. So this is a tool that's very, very powerful that will allow you to filter out thousands of cars within seconds. Now, let's move forward and do an actual custom quote. So you get a phone call from a friend or family member that's looking for a BMW X5. You simply type in X5. You have all the different X5s right here. You can select the ones that you're looking at. So we have 3 different ones here. We have the xDrive 4.0 2020. We have an xDrive M50i, and we have an X5 S-Drive. The difference here is an S-Drive is a 2-wheel drive, the xDrive is going to be your 4-wheel drive, and the M50i is a bigger engine and power. So let's go with the X5 S-Drive right here. Once you click on the vehicle that your client is looking for, you now have different window stickers and MSRPs that populate based on the vehicles that are typically sold. So here we have a car that's $62,095 on the MSRP. This is a base vehicle that just comes with the 20-inch wheels and a convenience package. Here you have a car that's $64,945 that comes with the 20-inch wheels, convenience package, remote engine start, space saver spare. If you're not sure what any one of these are, you can always go to bmwusa.com and simply type it in, and you'll see exactly what it is. Just build the car, and you can actually get the exact definition of it to explain it to your client. So we supply you with several window stickers here. And remember, this is just a quoting tool. So we may find a car that's $63,000 instead of $62 or $64, but it's not going to make a big difference in the payments. So you don't have to really worry about that. This is just a quote to give them an estimate. And then once they actually like the pricing, then we'll go out and find them the exact car that they want, or as close as possible. So here we're going to select this car. I'm going to hit lease. When we hit lease, you're going to see a drop down here with the banks. Sometimes you'll see multiple banks, sometimes you'll see one. In this instance, we have BMW Financial Services. We're going to drop that down, and it's going to show you the cheapest payment with the term next to it. So it's automatically going to show you the best deal on top. Now, you may have a customer that specifically wants a 24-month lease. So you would select work deal on the 24-month lease. So for this instance, let's say that your customer is just looking for the best deal. We're going to go with 36 months. And if you pay attention over here, 42 months, a lot of people think that going longer might be less expensive, which is not always the case, as you can see. 36 months is going to be your best bet. So let's go with 36 months. I'm going to hit Work Deal. And now we come to our payment calculation screen. Basically, what you do here is you put how much profit you want to make on the vehicle. We're going to put $1,000. You're going to go over here and adjust the tax rate based on where your customer is. A nice little tool that I use is Google. Our friends at Google have a tax calculator. So you can basically just go on Google, type in the county of the client, which in this case, let's say the customer is going to be in Broward County, it would be 7%. And Google will tell you exactly what the tax rate is, and then you can always edit this to whatever their tax rate is. In this case, we're going to keep it at 7%, which is Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County here in South Florida. We also have here the DMV fees, which is either going to be $400 if they're getting a new tag, or $300 if they are transferring a tag. A dock fee is something additional that you can charge if you feel like it's necessary. Shipping charges, if you're going to be shipping the vehicle to a customer out of state, and the car is coming from Florida, and let's say the client's in New York, we can ship it there, or we can simply have our logistics managers find you a car that's in your client's city. But let's just say that this customer wants a purple BMW X5, and the only one that we have is going to be in Nebraska, and we need to ship it here to Florida. So here we would put in $400 for shipping per se. And here you would select how many miles a year they're going to be needing. And this is something that you want to ask your clients on the first initial phone call. Very important. So here I'm going to select 12,000 miles. And then we're going to go over to this section, which is rebates. In the rebate section, you have different types of rebates here. Conquest Lease APR credit, lease credit, BMW lease cash, BMW loyalty lease. Some of you already may know what these mean. Those of you who don't, simply roll your mouse over the wording and it will give you a breakdown of exactly what it is and if they are eligible. This is something that we encourage you to use our chat support, email support, or phone support, depending on which tier you're on with us. But you should definitely always confirm these incentives. Make sure you are clicking the right one, because if you're applying a discount for $1,250 and your client doesn't qualify for that, your payment's going to be off and you're going to have an upset customer. So always confirm that these incentives are right until you kind of get the hang of things, especially in the beginning. The first few months, I highly recommend to call us and ask about something that you're not sure of. So here we're going to assume that the customer either has a Conquest lease or a loyalty lease. Let's uncheck Conquest, go with loyalty. You can't have both, you can have one or the other. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down now. And here we have all of our monthly payment options. The first one is going to be a tax upfront payment. What that means is this is the absolute lowest payment, with the customer putting $0 down, simply paying all of his inception fees, which is going to consist of the first month payment, the bank fee, also known as acquisition fee, your DMV registration fees, a dock fee if there is one, and taxes on the entire monthly payment totaled up to the term combined. So what that means is you're paying $2,000 in taxes because you're not rolling in your sales tax into your payment. And then you also have your shipping here that we added. So the total is going to be $731 a month with $4,386.43 due at signing. That's option number one. Now your client may say, you know what, I don't want to pay $4,386. It's a lot of money. I was looking to really just put maybe down like $2,500. So then you can go to option number two, which is tax included, the most common way to do a lease. Here, what you're doing is simply doing 731 times 7% sales tax, which is going to equal to $785.11 a month. Now, if you see, what happened here was the taxes, well, the sales tax on the monthly payment, all got rolled into the payments, and that's why this amount is a lot less. A lot of you are going to ask, why is there still $187 here? The $187 is the taxes on the actual rebates of the vehicle. All these rebates that are here, that's the sales tax on that. So you do still pay the taxes of the rebate. All the other taxes, the other, $1,800 here, that got rolled in. That was the sales tax of the $731 times 7%. Here you have another payment option, which is tax and bank fee rolled into the monthly payment. So this now puts you at $814. Your bank fee got rolled in, and your taxes got rolled in, the majority of the taxes. So here, your out-of-pocket is only $1,600. Here you have $839 with everything rolled in except your first month payment. So it's just first due, and that's $839 with $839 due. Here we have a sign and drive where they literally pay nothing. It's a true sign and drive, meaning they're putting nothing out of pocket whatsoever. They're simply signing and driving. And that is that payment. And the last one here is going to be the one pay lease. Not every manufacturer offers this. This one specifically does. So this one allows you to pay your entire lease up front. What that does is it diminishes the majority of the interest on the lease and gives you the cheapest monthly payment. So in this case, $703 versus $731 a month. So you're saving yourself about $29 there, $28, and you're cutting a check for $28,892.97. Saving yourself that $28 a month times 36 months. In this case, doesn't really make too much sense to only save that amount. In certain scenarios, you can save a lot more. The reason why it's not saving you much is because the interest rate is pretty low. The money factor is very, very low on this deal, so it's not saving you a ton of money. Now, if your customer agrees to one of these payments, you're going to select the one that they would like for you to send them. You can select your customer's name here, and then create what's called an InstaQuote. The InstaQuote can simply be copy and pasted into the CRM system and then emailed off to your customer for his review and for his approval. Once your client approves the quote, you can then move on and place an order with us.